Oh, snap. What's that you got on?
Yo, these new R.1s by Randy.
I'm in the future with this. I'm stepping on top of the world. These are the new R.1s by Rampage. Order right now. Land to land, sea to sea, state to state. These are official. Don't wait. The R.1s by Rampage. Rated R Empire. Yep.
Hey, get your pair right now by going into the description box and clicking the link at the top line of the description box. Tell them your boy Old God and Sandman from the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast sent you.
Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you, jumping on the phone with me last week and having that dope conversation leading up to this. Very excited to have you on, man. So how you feeling out here, man? We're in an interesting time in this world right now. It is very interesting to be black in this world right now. So how you feeling about everything, bro, that's going on?
Hey, man, to be honest, man, I'm on my Frank Lucas tip, and that is I'm staying out the way, because it is crazy, everything that's going on in the world, and I'm trying to just stay out the way, trying to keep my head low. It's just so much. It's so much to wrap your head around in this world right now, as in terms of just being a black man. So, like I said, I'm trying to stay out the way.
Right. With that being said, how do you feel about the hip hop industry as far as, with Kanye West and all that controversy, the Kyrie Irvings, the whole thing that's going on right now? And that seems like it's kind of a distraction. But on the other hand, it's a good conversation I think that needs to be had.
What's interesting is I used to be an A&R for Loud Records and Maverick Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And the industry has changed so much. The industry is such a different monster right now. When I look at Kanye, I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever somebody is dependent on a system to become powerful, that means that power can be taken away at any moment. See, when that power is organic, when you get the power and you built it up on your own organically, it's harder for them to silence you. It's harder for them to shut you down. But when your power is built on their participation, they can always withdraw. And you're seeing that happen right now with Kanye. They withdraw their participation, and then overnight he loses $1.5 billion. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So in one sense, it's a wake-up call for Kanye to realize, hey man, if you're doing business with the system, they only want participants. They don't want partners. They're not sharing power.
Yeah.
They're letting you participate within a construct that they control. Michael Jackson learned the same lesson. Michael Jackson reached a certain level of power, but it was still under their influence. Michael Jackson owned Sony ATV Publishing. But the moment he did business with the power structure, sometimes you begin to think, oh, I really got this power. And Mike was like, nah, man, I'm gonna buy people's publishing, like, say, Little Richard, and I'm gonna give him his publishing because y'all won't. And once he started making power moves like that, then you started to see, we're gonna tear Mike down.
Yeah.
We're gonna tear him down using the same media that blew him up. You see? So Kanye is starting to realize that right now. Hopefully he's starting to realize that right now. So that's my thought on Ye. And it's hard to support Ye. Let me just double back. It's hard to support Ye because Ye will say incendiary things about his community, right? Slavery was a choice, things like that. And then recently, the minister comes out and supports Brother Ye.
Yeah.
And then Ye publicly, no, it's all love, but we denounce that. And I see that as a slight. If you see it as a slight, you from Chicago, the minister is from Chicago. First and foremost, acknowledge the minister respectfully, bruh. He didn't
Yeah.
have to come out and speak on your behalf. He was advocating for you. So don't go back to the same system that's you being used to tear you down, to sow seeds of division. If you want to talk to the minister, you big enough, you powerful enough to use back channels to reach out to the minister and say, hey, brother, what did you mean? I'm confused. You supported me here, but I felt like you slighted me here. Was that a slight? Handle that shit. I'm sorry. Handle that stuff
Do
behind.
what you gotta do, bro.
Handle that behind closed doors. Don't don't go to the same system. You on platforms talking about the minister just days after he supported you. So it's hard to support and back Kanye when he does some of this double talking.
Do you think, as Dave Chappelle, I mean, put only Dave Chappelle can, did Kanye's mess get Kyrie in trouble?
I think so, and I think that SNL set that Dave did was brilliant,
Mm-hmm.
by the way, because he used his artistry to show the hypocrisy not only in the entertainment industry but in the world at large. And I thought it was a brilliant piece. And yes, I think it did get Kanye or get Kyrie into some trouble because technically what Kyrie did is not considered anti-Semitic. He posted a link with no caption. He didn't say anything. He didn't say this is the greatest movie ever. He didn't say this is the truth. He just posted a link and didn't put a caption on it. So again, I think Kyrie was a bit of collateral damage from what was happening with Kanye.
Right. What do you see the end game of all this being? Do you think it's time that, because you said building up your own power structure, which I agree with you, is it time for us to really do that? Or is that ever going to happen again in America? Do you think? What's your thoughts on that? Because it seems like as long as we're hooked up to these systems, like you said, they can keep destroying you and destroying us if we go outside of the box of what they want us to be or say.
Again, the bottom line is America has never had the best interest of Black folk. In 1865, when slavery was officially ended, it still took 3 years for a group of slaves in Texas to even get the word. So, again, America has never been a full on advocate for Black folk here. There is an opportunity for grasping power, but some of the people, brothers and sisters, who participate in this uh, racist system can grab it by simply saying, you know what? I'm not showing up to play hoop today. I'm not showing up to play football today. All of us are not showing up. And I think, especially in the NBA, we had that moment with Donald Sterling. When Donald Sterling, the then owner of the Clippers, was talking real reckless about Magic Johnson and calling people nigger and negro niggers and whatever, there was a moment where the Clippers could have just said, you know what? We're not showing up as long as he's here. We're not showing up. And that would have disrupted the whole NBA system to have one of their teams opt out of all the games. We're forfeiting all of the games until this guy is gone. But this guy was paid, overpaid, $2 billion, and he wasn't put through any of the rigors that Kyrie is facing today. So there is a moment where people who participate in these systems can stand up, but they have to be willing to take it on the chin for a certain amount of time in order to make this point very clear that you don't get to disrespect our people.